Rescue mission, day 3. Yeah, this is the starting area. And there's no timer here, so you can actually farm Pikmin before the day, every day. Seems a little broken, but I guess I'll do it. It makes some sort of sense since the map seems to be bigger, so you don't want to spend too much time farming Pikmin, I guess. What do you say if I talk to you? Ever since you started, your hard work has really saved us. You're the rising star of the rescue corps, that's for sure. Let's go to the chart. Okay, you just talk about nothing. Okay. Back to the same place. I wonder if I start the day off at the new base I made, or if I start at the normal starting point. Interesting. I kind of missed the map screen, I'm not gonna lie. But also, it doesn't seem like I was in low orbit. It doesn't make any sense. It's nighttime, we're on the surface. We should be dying, getting killed by all the monsters. Doesn't make any sense to me. Pikmin ecology? I like how the onions look like onions though. Oh, this is the new base. That's pretty cool. I thought I had like motion controls because the cursor was moving all weird. I kind of like how when the treasure's collected too, it doesn't like stop the whole game. But these treasures too are more generic too. I mean, in Pikmin 2, I think it was better that it did stop the whole game because you gotta see what ridiculous things you picked up. Bulborg's still there. What's up here? Yeah, the auto lock is kind of weird. Sometimes you get stuck on something you don't want to be throwing Pikmin at. Going down. There's a sprout over there. Don't know. Like purple Pikmin or something for this. I don't know what else this does other than open the path up. Okay. So I'm gonna explore that other area I haven't explored, and I guess I'll jump into the cave. And I think this is just one cave, so we will see. Like these two entrances are one cave. Let's see. I see a fiery blowhog over here. Cool. It looks like I might need yellows to get up there. This was like a bomb rock mound, kind of looks like from Pikmin 3, but nope, no bomb rocks. Oh, you press ZR to lock. I think I need yellow Pikmin for this. This is a very expansive demo. Very impressed. I question why we have to wait a month for the game. But Nintendo probably figures, oh, we took 10 years to make it. They can wait another month to play the game. Okay, we'll wait for that. And then we'll go in the cave. I assume that's where all these Pikmin must be too. Let's throw Pikmin in the water. Let's see what it looks like to drown. Nice, nice. Hurry, Pikmin is drowning! Oh my god! It's drowning! Save the Pikmin! Okay. They can swim. It's okay. They can swim, just not very long, and then they die if you don't. They can't make it to the surface. Okie doke, let's go in the cave. I think that's it. Enter. Last Frost Cavern? As Dolphin found creature defies logic in space, it further surprised me by expelling frigid cold air. Imagine if there were Pikmin that had been acclimated to the cold air. This planet's ecosystem is full of mysteries. Interesting. I'm inclined to go to the fire cave first since I have red Pikmin. Even though it said my captain was in the other one. Yeah, let's enter with the reds. Interesting. So you can access your onion before you go in the cave. Makes sense. Quality of life feature makes sense. So does time continue when we're in a cave? Why did it not let me enter? When it was almost nighttime. Let's see. No timer. Doesn't look like it. Okay. We have plenty of Pikmin. There are electrical gates in here for some reason. Even though I was warned about fire, and that's it. Oh my god, there's just yellow Pikmin down here. You get yellow Pikmin before you get the yellow onion. That's crazy. Okay, very cool. Jesus. That's helpful to locking onto those guys. I can pick one that they were annoying. No introduction? Okay, there's an introduction. Yellow Pikmin. Ooh. Very electrifying. I should check to see if Captain Olimar's log says something about these yellow Pikmin. The yellow Pikmin, I've decided to call the yellow colored Pikmin with large ear-like appendages yellow Pikmin. I liked that name a lot more than ear Pikmin. They're resistant to electricity and they fly high when thrown. Plus, they're good at digging. Wait, what? What about white Pikmin? What happened to white Pikmin? They're not good at digging anymore? Resistant to electricity? How unusual. What in the world are they made of? That sounds like a potentially useful quality though. Just be careful how you deploy them. There aren't that many. Alright. Yeah, I wouldn't want to lose them and then can't even get the onion. because it's too high. What's that? That's not treasure. Huh? Treasures or treasure not. It does appear to contain some sparkling. You might as well keep collecting those defeated creatures. They might be enough to help, even if only a little. Oh, but apparently yellow Pikmin are good diggers. Don't know who made the rules. Whoa. Oh, interesting. Okay. Why can I not call the Pikmin off? Oh, there we go. $29 out of 30. Huh? That seems like a lot of Pikmin. Is this squad bigger than normal? Oh, I see. When you're underground, you can have a larger squad because the wild Pikmin you find will join you? What? But also, I thought I can have 100, but there's too many wild Pikmin out there. Okay, let's kill the fiery blowhog. Nice. Oops. You can throw Pikmin as fast as you can press A. And it's kinda nice. And I feel like the animation, although not as smooth as like Pikmin 2, it's quite a bit smoother than Pikmin 3 of throwing the Pikmin and having them actually look natural. I only have 7? No, I have 10. There we go. Do you know where all the Pikmin are? Where all your Pikmin are? Why do they ask me that? Let's see here. Where are my yellow Pikmin go? Oh, they're all over there. Good. That's cool too. The Pikmin, like, when I get after they're done with a task, like defeating an enemy, if they're kind of close to me, they all go back into the squad, like they should, cause yeah, I don't know, good AI. And at least right now, the caves look a lot more varied and better, like an actual environment than Pikmin 2. Do you want to continue? Your Pikmin currently outside your squad will come with you. Yes. I like how in this game too the actual ship follows you. Final sublevel. Good boy, Ochi. He's picked up on a castaway scent. It has to be one of our mission rescue officers. Time to get back to him back to safety. Okay. The heck are these? They buff fire. It's like. I wish I could swarm the Pikmin. Yeah, I'm gonna turn on my fan too. I have to control the temperature. Guys, I'm not a fire Pikmin. I don't do that on my own. Oops. Okay, yeah, they're done. I like that. How if you're just spamming the button as fast as possible, and there's enough Pikmin for the job, it literally doesn't let you. It gets stopped you for a second, so you don't throw extras. Yo, is that you, Relentless? Sembios Esports, pepping for the competitive Pikmin tourney. Absolutely. I'm done with Smash, dude. I hate that game. I can't even like I can't even win a simple local, man. So sad. Depressing. But Pikmin 4? Oh, absolutely. You already know. I'll beat anybody at Pikmin 4 tournament. Even on Pikmin 2, I beat the Pig God himself at Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 3. I think I had the net win rate. Pretty sure, if I remember correctly. This game's sick so far, though. It's like so much bigger. Like the maps are bigger. It just appears. It's like they're going in the direction of open world. And with Pikmin, I think it's working a lot because like you can move your base, which is sick. What? No. Alright. I like these fire things too. The problem with the fire in the other games. What the heck? What the heck is that thing? The problem with the fire in the other games is that you can kind of like avoid it very easily. Like fire was like the weakest hazard because you could usually just avoid it. Like you could play the whole game in theory without reds, and you wouldn't actually have to worry about fire hazards. But these things, I don't know. Seems better. Aimbot, yeah, this game does have aimbot. Looks like the one we played on the GameCube. Basically, also what's up, Cavogado? Is that you, Kelly? Are you guys subbed? Or not subbed? Are you guys following? You guys even follow me? No, that's how you know that I'm streaming, obviously. Are you guys, what state are you guys in? Are you gonna buy the game? Absolutely. Absolutely I'm gonna buy the game. I didn't read any of that. This is a must buy. Must buy, must stream. Even yesterday, I mean, who knows when the game actually comes out, you know, because oversaturation, but at least yesterday, I mean, the stream was popping too. On top of all that, you know, I'm excited for the game and stuff, and I would buy it whether, you know, 0 people watching or not. But the stream was popping. I mean, I was at like 8 viewers, 12 viewers. Granted, it was like no one else was streaming the game because it literally wasn't out yet. So you look at Pikmin 4, I was one of the few people that spoke English that was actually there. Russ. home planet Gaia. An inventor, material engineer, and lover of all things science, he can develop all kinds of useful gadgets with the right raw materials. Oh, thank the stars he's alright. This is Russ, the scientist in charge of repairs and upgrades for our spacesuits in the SS Shepherd. His technical knowledge is beyond helpful during this rescue mission. The scientist. Wasn't I looking for somebody else? Or is this the raw materials guy? I literally read things that I don't know what I read. No, I'm not sub. That's alright. I just meant follow. But yeah, I just meant follow. Although obviously my YouTube, but you get sub my YouTube. We're in Louisiana. Wow. I don't even know what that is on a map. Might join again later. All right, for sure. I don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming for. I kind of just plan to play the demo, but maybe. Go eat. But cool stream. All right, guys. I know nobody cares, but you guys hear it? Canes. I wish Relent stayed in Cade. You know, Canes has a Post Malone cup. Relent could have hooked me up. 4 of them. Easy. He would have had access to them. He's like the manager in charge. What? Okay, I don't know how to defeat this. Oh, that's not good. Okay, interesting. Kind of cool enemy. Kind of. It's a big rock. It's cool. It's cool, guys, right? That's a cool enemy. Okay, let's get out of here. I'm not gonna wait for the enemies to be collected, because the demo ends when I get too much sparklium. And it seems like it's made to where once you complete everything in this area, it's over. But I don't know why you collect enemies when they don't even give you that much anyway to begin with, so it kind of wastes time. But also, investigation complete. Nice. I like the results screen. I like the old one better, I think. This one's a little bit just like information everywhere. It's not like categorized, you know, like the old ones. That's okay. Right, later. Cavogato. Patreon Pebbles. As you can earn club points, you'll receive items. Woohoo! I'm sure I synchronized your clock, Ghost, but something's off. I calculated the difference. It looks as if about 1/6 as much time passed on the surface as you spent underground. Time seems to move differently in underground spaces on this planet. I'm not sure how it works, but I suppose that means you can take as much time as you need to explore caves. Well, it doesn't sound like as much time as I need, 1/6 of the time, but whatever. What's the problem? Oh, I see. The Pikmin won't follow you onto the surface. Yeah, there are limits to how many of what type of Pikmin you can have out on the surface at one time. But don't worry about the rest when you choose which Pikmin to take.
Hello.
Any remaining Pikmin will go back to the onion with the SS Beagle. What? Well, I want all yellows, obviously, right? Wait, where are my yellows even staying if their onion is still like in captivation? Can they go into the red onion? Okay, we have to see this. That was not as exciting as I thought it would be. It's just a different color. It's the same exact thing. At least we know. We know, guys, that Pikmin are not racist. They will live with different colored Pikmin. Can I get this out of them? No? Okay. No, we'll get the onion first. See, it's kind of the locking thing though. It restricts you for how many Pikmin can do the task, but you can always throw extra Pikmin. You should always be able to throw extra Pikmin and they do the task faster, like this, right? But right there, it stopped me at 5. I couldn't lock on anymore, and then I'm ultimately completing the task slower than I could have. Although marginally slower when you have extra Pikmin, to be fair, but I don't know. Oh my god, this pellet is like so much stronger than it used to be. Oh my god, it got bigger. Hey, the onion sucked it up. The void log says that the white bulb is called Flaric. If we bring Farlick to the onion, it will increase the number of Pikmin it releases into the surface one by one at a time. Whoa, that'll be a big help when you're exploring. I'll take out more Pikmin. What? Dude, imagine they have a limit over 100. Oh my goodness. Huh? The onions produce different Pikmin. So onion color determines Pikmin type. What? I guess so, even though the yellows took it here, but I wanted more yellows. What? Okay. Let's see here. There's that yellow. Let's destroy the yellow fence first. I need yellows. Everything that I need to do requires yellows, so guess I'm waiting. Ooh. I don't know what this stuff does. I'm still gonna collect it. Okay, bowl. Another base I can have. Okay. Oh, Ochi can't swim. This is bad. Ochi can't swim. Calling back with the whistle. Dude, Ochi can't do anything. Oh, that's a Dandori. Why is Ochi not listening to me? What's going on here? Oh, I have to have him queued. Oh, that's a yellow onion. What was the other onion then? The white onion? I'm just gonna leave this item here. Let's explore. I should have pushed down that box. I did not think about that. Oh, that's why I didn't do it. There's a yellow onion. So in the first area of the game, you already discovered like 3 different onions. Another onion. This one's different color from the first one we found. will also move on its own after we transport it. Let's see. The onion's certainly heavy. Yeah, I didn't realize they were that heavy. I was thinking that when I was throwing them. Will it reroute? Will they reroute? No. No, they won't. Here, why not? 10 Pikmin? What? Oh my goodness. I thought it just turned to yellow on me and I'm like, what the heck? It could look better. It could look better, but it's cool. It sucked up the other onion. That was unexpected. You don't think that's going to be a problem, do you? It looked like a problem at first. That's what I was thinking. Oh my goodness. Okay, not bad. Move base. Anna brings all the Pikmin with us. All of them, right? Yeah. Not bad. Interesting. Wait a second. I could have walked around this whole time? Oh no, this is a different area. Where am I? Oh, there's another one of those Dandori guys. Pumpkin. Is that what it's called? Oh, it's gonna turn night, so I won't be able to enter the cave, huh? That's the seed I need to get. But collecting things is a low priority here. We're just gonna try to jump in the cave. Hopefully it's right before it's night. It's level 1. We're gonna take 15. Alright, right before it wouldn't have let me. Because I assume after this cave I'm gonna have maximum sparklium, so why get restricted into next day? Just to be able to hop in the cave. Do exactly what I was gonna do anyway. There must be a castaway nearby. Ask your pup to sniff out any onions? Interesting. I still have no idea what these crystals do. Oh, there's Ice Pikmin in here. See, I'm kind of scared to collect this too, because I could just not collect it. Let's see how much sparkling I'll do this. Because I could. I mean, that whole water area would be used for Ice Pikmin. Okay, so I can't haul them yet. Oh no, they're frozen. Is that a frozen Pikmin? Try to listen and see if they respond. Ice Pikmin. Are these Ice Pikmin too? Let's see the voyage log says. Ice Pikmin, I always thought that Pikmin as plant-like creatures, so I never dreamed that I'd come across an ice variant. Ice Pikmin can use their icy bodies to freeze water and creatures, but also float like ice and water. Don't spray them with water though. They really don't like it. What the heck? Their bodies are made of ice? We knew that something frozen could move around like that. It's incredible. What the heck? You would think that they would melt in the sun. Well, maybe that's why they're in the cave. But I know they're gonna come out of the cave. What? How do these things live? I don't get it. The sun is just too hot. Unless their bodies could maintain their temperature. But it's such a cold temperature, it'd be difficult to maintain. Another onion? Oh, these things that look more like actual onions are the ones that increase your capacity. Oh, actual onions. Very funny. Oh wait, go, help them, yes. Oh, this is a Floralic. We'll take it back to the onion. Can he eat multiple at once? No, only one? That's pretty trash. I like how only one Pikmin runs back because they know there's only one more left. Okay, that looks like that's it. Just like that for install, I bet you can break it if you hit it now. Give it order to Ochi. Interesting. I suppose I forgot about the those. I was gonna leave those raw materials, but I'm like, I forget the save is gonna transfer over to the main game, so may as well. I think we might have found another rescue officer. verify the ID. What happens when we find somebody and it's like, we don't know who this is. We don't have an ID card. An acclaimed treasure appraiser who's traveled expensively. His unique techniques were used to develop a leading appraisal AI. This is no rescue oh wow, what I just said. This is no rescue officer. Who is this? And how did he get here? The ID shows that he's a treasure appraiser. What's he doing on this planet? I wonder. You remember the voyage log that arrived with Captain Olimar's SOS signal? Perhaps there were others who picked up his signals, saw the logs, and decided to come all this way to search for the treasure. Maybe they ended up just like Captain Olimar too, shipwrecked and stranded. That's my hunch anyway. I'd like to think this appraiser is the only one, but we should keep an eye out for more civilian castaways and get ready to rescue them. Chances are they're in danger. I'm officially adding this to your mission log. Mission: rescue all castaways. As if we didn't have enough to work finding Captain Olimar and the rescue corps, there are also civilian castaways on this planet. Rescue any you come across. Alright, and the good thing about space travel is when you run into a fellow space traveler, you know they have to be sophisticated because they have to operate the ship, you know. So they have to be, so they're safe. Okay, yep. Looks like I've explored everything to me. Last Frost Cavern, I found an appraiser. So I spawned the new base? Yeah, because that's what happened last time. No, just to show the stream while this super long loading screen. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this. Look at this. Actual blood. For my hard work. We can take out 10 more Pikmin now. This should speed up our search. Okay, good. Hurry up. Okay, let's freeze the water. Guess that's the only logical thing that makes sense, right? 30! Never mind, we're never gonna be able to do that. I also don't think we have the ice onion, if that even exists. $30. Also, we didn't spawn with the other base. What the heck? Huh. Interesting. Ice Pikmin. So I'm sure there's a body of water that takes 10 of them. And then with that, where's the onion? How do I make more? Exploration results day 3. Welcome back, Russ. Glad to see you made it here in one piece. Hee. Of course, Captain. I had no doubts the emergency escape system I developed would function perfectly. That may be, but we would have been helpful if you showed the rest of us how to actually use it. I would expect an emergency escape device to be a bit more intuitive to use in the event of an emergency. Anyhow, now that we're back, Russ, can you tell us if you came across any rocks like this before we found you? Kee On Colin, not only did I see them, I've already completed very thorough research of the material. I discovered that when heated, the rocks became soft and malleable and can be shaped to any form we desire. Its base properties can even change when exposed to different stimuli. It's quite a versatile raw material indeed. Cool. Cool doesn't even begin to describe it. I'm currently upgrading 3D printers so we can put this miracle material to use as soon as you bring it to the Essence Eagle. It will be crucial to my work in the lab, and any other building needs to be a rise. What a spectacular update, Russ. I knew bringing along a material scientist would be key to our success. Starting tomorrow, I'm expecting our rescue operations to go even more smoothly than usual. Now that we have you here, we should be able to find a rescue officer more quickly as well. Speaking of which, we've also discovered a few castaways besides our own rescue officers and Captain Olimar. But there may be more. What should we do about them, Captain? There's only one thing we can do: rescue them, no matter how many there are. Yeah, but don't we have like limited ship space? Do we have room for them? And once they're here, I'm confident you'll take good care of them, Colin. Copy that, Captain. Another task for my to-do list. Okay.